Hello, assignment number 11, long distance learning. Hope you're having an okay day. Today we are solving by completing the square. This is your least favorite of anything I've ever taught you. Good news is we're spending one day on it. We're moving on. But the only difference from today than last that you've completed the square is your answer has to be expressed in simplest radical form. Because that's the unit we're on, simplifying radicals. The first one I want to do is a review question because I know it might be a little fuzzy and you never really took to it in the first place. So let's just practice. So please remember, the Mrs. Ludwig method with solving quadratic equations is no matter what method you're using, set the equation equal to 0. Whether you're factoring, completing the square, or using the quadratic formula, please set it equal to 0. So it is. So the first thing we want to do is make sure the x's are by themselves. Remember that? So we put parentheses around the x's. Then you take the b value, the value with the x, divide it by 2, and square it. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 1 squared is 1. What you do with that is you add it to, broke my pencil there, you add it to the parentheses, and then you subtract it outside of the parentheses. So I don't know if you remember this, you're really adding nothing to the problem. A positive 1 minus a 1 is 0. You haven't changed the value of the problem. You just made it look different. So what you do now is you clean it up. These guys, negative 15 minus 1 is negative 16. They combine. This is where it's starting to do the whole square thing. This is the part where you factor this trinomial out. It's a perfect square trinomial. So the parentheses will be the same. The factors will be the same. So here's the factoring. You have to figure out two numbers that multiply to 1, and those same answers, same factors, have to add to 2. So if you remember, you will have the same number repeated. So it's 1 times 1. And 1 plus 1. So it turns out to be x plus 1, x plus 1. This was the step that a lot of you said, can't we just skip? And yes, you can. So since there's 2 of them, it's x plus 1 squared. Now at this point, you want to solve for x. So you're going to add 16 to both sides. So you're now at x plus 1 squared equals 16. Take the square root of both sides. I'm running out of space. So now you get x plus 1 equals, don't forget, plus and minus 4. Like I said, this was a review question, so there's going to be no simplifying of radicals.